I was like, I'm going to do a new intro every day. And then I'm only on the second attempt. I can't think of one. And I know if I sit and think of one, it will take me ages. It will. And I'm not even joking about that. You'll be like, what? An intro? I'm telling you, doing an intro is awkward. And like I say, the older I get, the more awkward it gets. I don't know how to skip it. I remember years ago, PewDiePie, Felix, that's right, I call him Felix. We streamed together once. We're actually best friends, you know. We call each other James and Felix. We obviously don't. Anyway, I remember he did that once. He went on this big saga of just saying pure gibberish at the start of a video. And I thought he was just doing a bit. You know, he's a man to do bits. He's done bits. But I don't think it was a bit. I feel like I finally get it. Like, I get it. It's just weird to do an intro. Anyway, so now I want to do an intro. How are you all doing? You're all right? I'm all right. I'm a little unwell. Today will be a short one. And then maybe there won't be one tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how today's goes. Today's isn't great. Then it'll be like a day or two. I've got a cold. I was getting a cold before I started the series, but I kind of like wrongly assumed it might be allergies. I was like, oh, I'm waking up and it's colder. Also, let me just stop yapping. We're making the Urn of Souls. It's made with this, this, and this. I was like, oh, maybe because it's cold. I'm waking up, I got cold on the chest, maybe. I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just adapting. But then, as I was getting ready to stream on Saturday, all throughout the day, I had this headache. I didn't feel good. And I went to bed and I didn't feel good. And I felt dreadful yesterday. I had a fever. I had a headache. Today I feel a lot better, but I also don't feel better. And then this is how I can tell I'm unwell and it's not allergies, because I feel fine. And then I try to do anything slightly physical or just even more like remotely energy related. And I feel out of it. I get brain fog. So, yeah, just a little unwell. I'll be fine, though. Don't you worry. I'm always sick, me. It's the story of my life. Right, we're doing this today. So I went to... None of this is really that interesting, but I went to record, and I scrapped the recording. I only recorded for about 5 minutes. I did this yesterday, because it was gibberish. It was pure gibberish. And Chippy's couch isn't very high art. But even I was like, there's got to be some kind of standard here, surely. Open in the deep pyramid chamber to awaken the ancient coffin. Okay, I wonder what this is going to be like for me with brain fog, with the idea as well that I've never done it before. Okay, let's give a minute for the music. Music's kind of amazing. We like the music. I'm just trying to rack my brain around what the things might be. Okay, so that was falling from the sky, and it falls over half. I could really do it for dash. Okay, what's that? All right, that's the spiral. We know that. We need to go this half of the thing. Never mind. Okay, I don't think we're winning this one, but that's out. Whoa, there's ghosts. It's just like the spooky mod. So if you missed it, I live streamed the spooky mod with Jaden, Kelsey, and Alice. What a great mod to show somebody their first modded experience. It was so fun. Gaming's back. That's neat. Oh, I like that. Oh, and I like that as well. The boss health bar at the bottom, that is really cool. Yeah, we streamed that. Oh, what a great stream. It went so much better than I could have ever expected, honestly. Like, I got a little bit nervous because I felt like I was planning an event. Because I had to be like, oh, download these mods and get this ready, and we're going to play it like this, and you're going to need this. And they all had to be like, yep, okay, got it, set it up, you know. I really did feel like pressure. I was like, oh, I really hope this goes well. Like, I wanted to do the modding community proud by showing my mates these, you know, their first mod experience, and it'd be good. Oh, it was so good. Spooky mod. Oh, I regret streaming it because I should have Let's Played it now. I'm thinking about it. On the night, I was like, oh, I don't know if I'd have Let's Played it. But now I wish I had, because there were some moments in that I was just like, oh, that would have been perfect to Let's Play. Okay, so we want to make sure we're moving left and right with this. Okay, what was this attack? This was just random junk. This is jewels. I do like that. Jewels and pots. Okay, watch out. I think if I can... Okay, careful. Careful. I think if I can... and this is the same with every Terraria boss. I'm yapping today. If I can avoid enough, we'll be okay. Okay, the one I want to learn how to avoid. It's not the ghosts. No, it's not this one either. What is that? Cursed soul mass? Okay, watch out. Sorry, I'm locking him. Okay, it's not going well. I'm really liking this boss, though. The one I wanted to say was the sand one, that one. I don't know how you do it. Are you meant to jump over like that? Well, it's the next day. That's right. It's the next day. Jump cut. I know, right? Yeah, I recorded that first bit, and then I was like, oh, my sinuses. I'm going to chuck this in an editor. I'll get working on the edit while I let my sinuses do their thing, right? Throughout that whole fight, I was like, oh, I need a dash. I need a dash. What was that, James? You had one on. You actually had a Shield of Cthulhu on, and that's when I knew. I was like, I can't keep recording this. I was like, I've got to stop. There has to be some standard. Yeah, I can dash. I can dash. How liberating. How very liberating. So we're off back to do it, and this time it's going to go amazing. This time, it's going to be brilliant. So, yeah, once again, how you all doing? I'm joking, but it is actually the next day. I've just woke up. I'm feeling the most refreshed I felt in days. It's not true, but I was like, I'm going to get this out of the way early, and then I'm going to do nothing for the rest of the day. It's going to be incredible. That's the YouTuber's life. Also, I just want to say, YouTube, you know how YouTube have that new AI feature that gives you a summary of a video? Good luck summarizing my gibberish, genuinely. On the last episode, because I kept mentioning that we'd got this beta build from the developer, it added an AI summary that was like, watch James in this YouTuber exclusive playthrough. We've tricked him. I'm pinching my fingers. I'm like this close to collaborating with Chippy Gaming and trying to trick the AI with that. And then I'll act out my voice and I'll do a slightly different accent for Chippy's couch. And that's what we're going to do. And we're going to see if we can really fool YouTube. I'm going to do it at some point. I don't know when I'll do it. I'll do it for a random episode. And you lot are going to have to play along in the comments. And we'll see if YouTube will like understand. You know what I mean? So we'll do that as an experiment one day. I do actually have to lock in. But yeah, I've only just woken up. I don't think the coffee's hit yet, but that's okay. I was confident. Once I clicked that I had a Shield of Cthulhu, I knew this was possible. This fight is really cool, by the way. I really do like it. I feel like when I first played Fargo's Soul mod, I was thinking more about how it changes vanilla bosses. I was never really thinking about, like, actual unique content, but the unique content in this mod is genuinely very good. Okay, watch out. Yeah, look at what a little bit of sleep does to you. Okay, watch out for you. You're a strange little guy. Okay, we're going to jump over. I put out a community post and I said, look, I can't release this footage of me dying for 30 minutes ago. That's what it was yesterday. That's what I've spared you of. Me just going, yeah, you know, So, it's like, honestly, I really do think sometimes, I'm like, people must watch this and go, wow, he's done a really great job learning English. James, where are you from originally? Oh no. Okay, we're getting close, though, to this. There we go. What an amazing little fight. I love that. Perfectly in time for the fast-approaching Halloween as well. What's in here? Cursed Coffin. Emeralds. The Awful Spirit Longbow. It's a shame we got awful. Converts arrows to spirit arrows that release spirit flames behind them. Hold button to charge shots for more damage and higher speed. We also got the Accursed Ankh. While held out, increases life regeneration and debuff depletion, but decreases defense by 10. So is that, do you have to like hold it in your hand like this? So we've got 19 currently. No. What does it mean by held out? Do you have to, oh, do you have to hold it like that? Oh, okay. So it's like a, you know, you just have it on the hotbar ready to, look at me. I'm good. We also got some Oasis crates. These are cool. Thunder Zapper is such a class item in it. Maybe the Thunder Zapper was worth it all along. Yeah, that was really good. I really enjoyed that. Oh, look at that. A Magic Conch as well. Another class item. So we got the Soul Lantern, equipable. Grants active skill, Soul Prism. Unbound, press unbound to bind skills. Use on an enemy to capture part of their soul in the lantern. Increases spawn rate for the enemy type in the lantern 3 times. Oh, I love that. I love that a lot. Right. Okay, active skills. Open keybinds. So you can have 3 at a time. So we're going to put that one on there. So if I do... That is cool. That's really cool. Does it tell me what enemy's in there? No, because I guess that's not an enemy, is it? It's a bunny. Knowing me, I will forget to use that. But I love the idea of it. Just making farming, once again, even easier. Fargos, we love you. All right, how's this look? So this is the charged. Whoa. And then this is the... You need to charge it up, clearly. Could you imagine this against the Eater of Worlds? Oh, it'd be perfect. That would be so good. What's next? Is it the Brain of Cthulhu? Oh, no, it is the Eater of Worlds. Oh, this is perfect. Set myself up for brilliance here. Just a shame it's just got such a bad reforge. Let me grab some bombs, because what we'll do is we'll go and start triggering the Eater of Worlds. And then if we don't end up doing it, it will still spawn a meteorite. No, wait. No, wait. Goblin Army. Goblin Army. Goblins. Goblin Tinkerer. Reforge him. I know. That's the logic. This episode's rubbish. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. After this, I will rest. I promise. I'll rest and I'll come back strong. Yeah, I will. Tell you what, right? This is what made me sick. I just know it. So I've got a little project going on recently. This is part of being in your late 20s. I assume it only gets worse with age. I hope one day you can relate, right? You start getting little projects for yourself. And my little project is, I bought a Game Boy Advance, and I'm modding it. I'm restoring it, and I'm modding it. So, this all involved finding, like, the cheapest, nastiest Game Boy Advance off eBay, because that's the one I had as a kid. I didn't have a Game Boy Advance SP. Boy, did I wish I had a Game Boy Advance SP. The Game Boy Advance, for anybody that's too young to remember, was a Game Boy with a screen, right? That didn't have a backlight. So you physically cannot see it unless you're in direct sunlight. Make that make sense. What a terribly designed thing. It's honestly, I don't know how they got away with it, and for so long. I remember so vividly, because you used to use AA batteries on it. I would go to Pound Shop, because I used to live in one town, and I have to get the bus to another town. I'd go to the Pound Shop, get myself a big pack of batteries, and these batteries would never last. It was a terrible gaming experience as a kid. I just wanted to play Pokemon. That's all I wanted to play. Pokemon and Tony Hawk. Anyway, so I've got this project going on. So I bought the cheapest, nastiest Game Boy off eBay. And I've opened it up already, because my parts haven't arrived yet, but I'm eager. That's part of having a project. It's being eager. You'll understand one day. There you go, Goblin Army. Look at me, I'm an absolute genius. And I've opened it up and I've cleaned it all out. I've bought some isopropyl alcohol. I've never bought that before. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm deep on the hobby. Thankfully, it's a cheap hobby. It's a great project. Anyway, I think I've unleashed a curse into the world opening this Game Boy. This 20-year-old relic. It was filthy on the inside. It was not good. Is it pristine now? I mean, of course. It's my project. But that's what's happened here. I've unleashed something. You know, that's we live in that world now. Going back to the Terry's Chocolate Orange from the other day, I was fascinated asking you all about that. So many of you were like, I think a Terry's Chocolate Orange is a chocolate-coated orange. Make it make sense. Now, I knew you'd think that. I guess it could kind of work. I'm trying to think of what, like, because you could have, like, chocolate cranberries. You could have chocolate cranberries. I think that would actually be very pleasant. But no, a Terry's Chocolate Orange, and I'm glad you didn't Google it, so I appreciate the commitment here, is, imagine, like, it's orange-flavored chocolate in the shape of an orange. And it, like, quite literally is the shape of an orange. So you get it, it looks like a chocolate orange. And then you're meant to, like, smash it on a table, and that breaks it apart, all the different segments. They're amazing. They're absolutely brilliant. If you get the chance to get one, please do treat yourself to one, especially around the holiday season. I don't know what it is about the orange itself, but it's a Christmas tradition. For a long time, they were only out at Christmas. I think that's it. Same with the Baileys. If you get Baileys in your country, you drink it only at Christmas. It's the law. It's actually, you know, you don't want to get arrested around here for it. So yeah, we've got Goblin Army to do. Knowing I was sick, Oh, God, I've clicked out of Terraria. This is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. Knowing I was sick, though, yesterday I booted up a new game to play in my free time. I'm playing through Final Fantasy VI. And there's a real reason for this. So when I was, the last time I was ill, which was at the start of the year, Red had told me to play through Final Fantasy IV. He said to me, he was basically like, you need to play through Final Fantasy IV. You're going to get all the references. Like, a lot of Terraria was inspired by Final Fantasy IV. Like, a lot of Terraria. And obviously, as we all probably know by now, the original sprites for Terraria, the placeholder sprites, were Final Fantasy sprites. You know, Red's clearly a big fan. So when I was sick, I was like, oh, I'm gonna play through it. So I booted it up. And with the brain fog that comes with a cold, I fell in love with the game. I loved it. I think I beat it in like 2 days. Just genuinely loved it. It's a pretty simple game, because obviously it is a simple game. And it's aimed at like a younger audience, you know, because the story can't be overly complex. It's just, you know, it was a game for the SNES or the NES. Anyway, knowing that, I always wanted to get around to Final Fantasy VI, because I knew it was my kind of vibe. I'd seen some images of it. I'd heard some of the music. So I booted that up yesterday. Oh, what a game. I just said game. What is going on? But honestly, what a game. What a game. I was going to pick up, so somebody's made a modded version of Final Fantasy VI for the Game Boy Advance, because apparently when they released it, the music wasn't very good, because they had to kind of work around the, you know, the whatever you could output on a Game Boy Advance, right? Believe me, I know I'm very deep on my project, and I would explain this much better if I wasn't exhausted. But apparently it just wasn't very good, so people have modded it to have a better soundtrack. And then you can buy cartridges of that version. So I'm very tempted to do that, or I was tempted. But I was like, oh, I did buy this on the Switch. So I've already got it on the Switch. I'm playing through that. Abomination is awoken. Is that the trigger for Abomination? The end of the Goblin Army? Or was that just random? Like, is it because the event was over and an NPC can move in? Like, was the boss what triggered Abomination? That's interesting, that. Let's go speak to Abomination. See what they're up to. Why'd I get... This is not good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was the Goblin Army. So what are these events? Starts a party. Needs at least 5 town NPCs. Weather balloon. What? And okay. Okay. What's that? A lantern. Very nice. Yeah, right. That's done. See, the thing is, I want the Goblin Tinkerer to reforge the bow, but the bow... This is so bad. The bow is genuinely quite slow, so I don't think that's not even an NPC to sell to. It's bad. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the bow's not great, so we're not using the bow. Let's make a mini Instabridge. A mini dirt Instabridge. I don't know if my standards are that low. Let's make some platforms. I cannot remember for the life of me. We'll find out pretty quick, because I'll probably have to do something there later anyway. But I'm thinking maybe we do the Eater of Worlds on the surface. I think that might be an easier time. The thing is, I've got so many mods swirling around my brain constantly. I can't remember which mod did which. And I remember there was one mod that was like, oh, doing it above ground is so evidently better than underground. It might have been Infernum. It probably was Infernum, now that I'm thinking about it. Because I remember thinking, well, if you do the Brain of Cthulhu or the Eater of Worlds, you could do the Perforators of the Hive Mind above ground and use the same arena. These cactuses keep getting me. Stop. What's this? I'm also thinking maybe the Thunder Zapper with a mage build, potentially. Because we do have the jungle armor, and I'm like, we may as well use it. Let's do one platform there, and let's do one platform there. And then that's enough to create a nice little separation. I'm probably going to farm for stars, so that we have a good amount of mana. And then, yeah, I'll probably use the Thunder Zap. So, now that it's nighttime, I'm just going to run about the world and grab stars. That's my plan. You know what I just realized? It's going to make me look very clever, the fact that I'm collecting stars. Because I looked at this, I was like, wow, we've got so many stars. I'm collecting stars on a lantern night. You might think that it's because I'm a Terraria professional. And I know that, you know, stars have an increased fall chance on a lantern night. No. Pure coincidence. I just want to peel back the curtain for you. You know, I don't want you thinking too highly of me. I had no idea. But I'm looking at this, I'm like, yeah, clearly, I'm just connecting the dots here. 58 stars. There is something, for me personally, maybe you share this, something so nostalgic about running about a Terraria world at night, collecting stars. It just reminds me of old school Terraria. Because back in the day, obviously without mods, you know, you were never, you know, just getting fallen stars. You always had to collect them. It was a thing at one point. People would build a bridge at the very top of the world just to make collecting them even easier. Because it used to cost a lot of stars to make mana stars. So it was just a thing you had to do. Especially if you're in a multiplayer server and you're playing with your mates. You all wanted good mana. And you wanted good mana back in the day because you needed mana to fly for rocket boots and whatnot. Yeah, just, I don't know. There's something about it. Let's give the Eater of Worlds a quick go. I don't know if this is going to go well because theoretically, I could get the Goblin Tinkerer. I could start getting upgrades. I wouldn't take fall damage, you know. Or actually I would. Because I don't have a lucky horseshoe. I haven't even got a lucky horseshoe. So I could be doing that. But let's give it one quick go. And a reason for that, if I remember right, in Fargo's, you just want to give bosses a go so then you get the permanent summoning weapon or summoning item. I'm saying weapon. Look at me. I'm sorry. I will rest up. Tomorrow will be better. Yeah, so you want the summoning item basically so that when you're doing your refights, it's not so bad. Okay. If I remember right, isn't this fight like bright pink? I might be wrong about that, but I think it is. Come on, Eater of Worlds, where are you? What? Eater of Worlds has been defeated. Oh, no. Oh, so sorry. I don't know how I broke it, but I got my... Nah, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that. Let's just leave that. Let's not start acting like we defeated the Eater of Worlds. I mean, it's very tempting. It's very tempting, but, I mean, I'm in this series for fun. I ain't a speedrunner, although you may think I am with how professional I am. And obviously, I have beaten Silksong. What is going on? Am I doing something wrong? Have I broken something? Tell you what, I'll reach out to the Fargo's team. Maybe there's something in this version that's broken. Or maybe I've done something. I don't know. I'll wrap it up there, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you do come back. I promise future episodes will not be this bad. I do care about this series. I genuinely do. Right, see you in the next one. Bye.